All right, what's up, my YouTube peoples? I'm gonna jump right into it. You see me combing and brushing my son's hair. Start off with the first guideline, which is the bald part of the taper. Come right behind that with the adjustable clippers fully open. Make the second guideline. You guys know how this goes. Throw on a zero guard with the magnetic attachment. Make the third guideline. And then I make a fourth guideline with the old school red attachments that's not magnetic. The reason why I stop here and I don't mess, you see I haven't even touched the top of his head is because he doesn't want me to. So we call this haircut the messy fade. It's messy on top and faded on the bottom. It might have a better name. It might be named after someone, but I refer to it as the messy fade because he won't let me touch the top. As much as a father, as bad as I want to cut it, I'm gonna respect his quest for individuality. And then after I make my guidelines, the first thing I do, brush the hair again, and I start attacking the middle guidelines. What I'm doing differently, I'm fading down. Normally, when I cut his hair and I cut my hair and I do a fade, I fade from the bottom up. I figured I'd do something different since I'm recording a video for YouTube. I'll try it the 360 Jeezy way. I know he's not the only one, but he's the guy that I follow as far as barbers, and he always fades down, so I figure let's see if I have any skills and try something totally new on videotape for the world to see. Just so you guys know, this still is a fitness channel, but if you look at my channel, the most popular video I have is the one where I was testing out the trimmers, like I said. So that got over 7,800 views. So by making another one, I don't think I can hurt myself. And I'm just going in with the different attachments that I use, the different guards. When I used them initially, the lever was fully open, and now I'm just going back with the same guards, and this is the half guard, and I'm playing around with the trigger, going from open to close, doing whatever I got to do to touch and go the guidelines. I call it touch and go, so I can erase the guidelines without creating another one. So I just, I hit it, bring the clippers up to the line, and I pull it back. Up to the line, pull it off. Up to the line, pull it off. And that's my method of fading. There may be other ones. If there is any other ones, if you know of a better way that I can do anything, shout it out in the comment section below, because I don't have any professional teachings. Everything I do, I learned on my own. Just started watching 360 Jeezy about a year ago. I know there are other barbers, but like I said, he's the only one I'm subscribed to. Him and the guy from Get Bean, the guy with the dreadlocks. So I watch their videos when I want to be inspired with cutting his hair. And so I try to listen to everything they say, and they make some pretty good videos. So this isn't me mimicking them. This is me cutting my way using some of their tips. These right here, I show these to the camera because these clippers are $20 from Walmart. They were like an emergency pair I bought one day when I didn't have anything to cut his hair with. And I keep them around because they're basically zero gaps. whereas the masters I have aren't. And so I attack the bald line with these first. Then I move the lever a little bit, probably halfway here at this point, and I start to erase it a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. And if I can give a new barber some advice, that would be the advice right there. When you're doing your fades, don't expect to make the guideline and knock it out in one pass with one sweeping motion. You take your time. You take your time with it, and you'll be rewarded at the end. So, like you see me, I'm just touch and go. Bring the clippers up to the line. Take a little bit of hair off, pull it back, and reevaluate. Always be mindful to keep a brush or a comb in your hand, in your opposite hand, so you can place the hair where you want it. At least every now and then you should be brushing or combing. Professional barbers who do this for a living already know that. So I'm not really talking to you guys. I'm talking to my fellow amateur home barbers. Young guys especially. My son, he's 14. Like I said, I started cutting my hair when I was 15. He's been asking me if he could cut his hair, and if he had a regular even Steven, I'd let him do it. The camera wasn't focusing here, so I tried to get it to focus, but for some reason it was focused on the wall. So yeah, like I was saying, if he had a regular even Steven like me, yeah, I'd give him the clippers and say go at it. But I do not want him to try his first haircut to be a fade, a bald fade at that, especially when there's so much hair on top. If it's a bald fade going into like a 0 or like a half guard, I might go ahead and give him the okay, but I don't want him to be as embarrassed as I was some of the times I cut my hair. So right here, you can see his left side. His vertical bar in his C doesn't come all the way down. His hair is just really light. And I have the same problem. It's very thin and very light on the edges. So rather than bring the right side up to meet the left, I'm going to do the outline on the left to mirror the right. And then you're going to see me in a few seconds here go in with the Topic hair enhancement, little hair follicle that you can buy from like Amazon for like $25 a whole kit. So what I do with the Topic is I take the holding spray and I spray that on first. I know the directions say to spray it on last, but I spray it on first, and this gives the fibers a little something extra to hold on to. I made this little cardboard cutout. I apply the fibers, and I go in with the mindset that the fibers are an enhancement. They're not a replacement for an outline. They're not the outline. They're to enhance his outline, and especially for people like him and me who have lighter hair at the edges, this is what the stuff is made for. Once I spray on the enhancement, I go back over it with the clippers just to kind of dust off any overspray. Now I apply the holding. You're gonna see it's gonna be dry right now. Hit them with the cleanup, the cursory cleanup, the obligatory spin, and that's it, people. So this is my first full detailed haircutting video. Please, barbers, amateurs, professionals, anybody, if you know of a way that I could do it better, drop me a line. Thanks for watching. You know I end my videos. My boy Kano. We're out of here. Yes. Peace.